Hey G Squad, how you doing? So I just wanted to do this brief intro just to wish all of you a happy holiday. If you're watching this before the holiday, I wish you and your loved ones, like I said, a wonderful, wonderful holiday. If you're watching it afterwards, I hope you had a wonderful holiday, whether you spent it with your family members or, be it alone. In any case, and I also wanted to take the time out to thank you all, once again for tuning into my channel, for commenting. Y'all are leaving some awesome comments and feedback, and some of you have actually tried some of the recipes, especially that Cornish hen video. If you have not seen it, go make sure you check it out. And yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Yeah. So again, thank you so much. Oh, that's it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I say, if you have not subscribed and you visited the channel several times, you may as well just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure, family, you'll turn on that post notification, so when I upload, y'all can get a a notification that I did submit another video. And comments. It seems to be like I'm showing like I had over 300 comments, but it's weird because I know I have not replied to 300 of your comments. So if I have not gotten back to you, it's not because I'm ignoring it. I'm still just trying to figure out the whole setup of YouTube. But I just want to personally say to you, the ones that I have not replied to, if you commented below, I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate the feedback. And with that being said, because I know I rambled on long enough, let's get into this video, family. Mwah, mwah. Again, happy holidays. Be safe. Okay, y'all, let's get ready to have some fun. So, alright, I have everything laid out right here. So I have the, these are some crab legs I had left over from Sam's Club. So, originally I was just going to do a, what is that, curry shrimp. And then I remember I had these crab legs, so I figured I would throw these in. And then the shrimps that I'm going to be using, I like these shrimps because I'm going to be cooking my shrimps with the shell on. So, I don't know if y'all know that when you cook your shrimps and with the shell, it releases this extra seafood shrimpy type of flavor. It just heightens it. And so I bought these shrimps. They're still with the shell on, but what I like about them is that they're deveined. So they literally, have it cut open, took the vein out, and I still get to have the, the shell. So, okay, so I have these already washed. I washed everything off in cold water. And so now I'm just going to set these off to the side. And so now let me just move these out of the frame, put these over here. So now these are all the seasonings and panning, that I'm going to use. So I have a medium bell pepper. So I use like half of each, of the bell pepper. So you just chop it, to whatever size you want. I'm using gloves today. And then I have, this is like a small to medium, so I'm going to say like a medium onion. And I just cut it up like this. You can cut it up, to your preference. And then now the spices that I'm using. So I have like this is a teaspoon of garlic. For my curry powder, this is a brand that I have. And you can use whatever type of brand curry powder that you have. This is the one that I have in the house, so this is pretty good. So this is the one that I'm going with. And then in the bowl I have a tablespoon, of the curry powder. And then here I have my my turmeric. And so I have like a teaspoon of the turmeric. I'm using the cumin, and it's like a teaspoon of cumin. Everything else I'm using is a teaspoon. I have a teaspoon of my the pink Himalayan salt, and then I have a teaspoon of just regular ground black pepper. Okay, the turmeric, did I use like the curry, I said a tablespoon. Yeah, it was. Actually, it was like a heaping tablespoon of the curry. I just wanted to you know, just make sure I gave you the right measurements for what I use. But again, season to your own taste, you know, adjust it. You may want more or less of something here. I'm just giving you, like I said, what I use and to my liking. Oh, and then also I have here a cup of water that I'm going to add to that. And then I'm going to be using some olive oil. Alright, so now I'm just going to pan here. Okay, so I have my pan, pan here, pan. Anyway, I have my pan on the stove, so I'm going to get this started. Now to my pan, I'm going to add my my olive oil. So I say that's about a tablespoon. Y'all, I'm not good, you know, with measurements and all this stuff. I just literally eyeball it. So, you know, I don't, you know, again, it's like I'm not a recipe type of measurement girl. But anyway, I think that's about, okay, about 2 tablespoons. That's about 2 tablespoons of the oil, right? So now I'm going to go ahead to that and I'm going to add my onions. Okay, look at me all fancy with the gloves. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this around like so. Okay, so I'm just going to allow that to, you know, get a little hot. Okay, so while that's, I'm waiting for this to get a nice little sizzle, you know, I'll pause y'all for the calls and then I'll pop back in shortly. Alright, y'all, so I don't know if y'all can hear the little sizzle going on. And so I think what I'm going to do too with my seafood, I'm going to just season that, you know, just a little. So add like a little pinch of the salt to that, a little of the pepper, and the curry. I'm going to add some of the, you know, the curry to this too. And just let that curry start to, you know, mix in with the seafood. And I'm just going to go ahead and just mix it up with my hand. And then kind of like allow this to marinate for a few. Okay? Alright, so let me just move this off to the side, let that marinate, and then now get back to my pan. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this down some. So now to this I'm going to also go ahead and add my bell peppers. Oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. As a matter of fact, I meant to say that just even when I was giving y'all the you know, the ingredients that I'm using, the aroma in here, just from all the spices lined up like this. I mean, it's just smelling good. So now I have it in the heat. Oh man, I'm telling you, y'all get with these fresh herbs. Let me pan y'all. Here's some. I mean, it just really like just takes your food to a whole nother level. I mean, my apartment literally smells like some real old restaurant type stuff in here, just for me using fresh herbs. Okay, so now, okay, so that's to my liking. So now I'm gonna go ahead now and start adding all my dry ingredients to this. And what I want to do is just, you know, just allow that to just cook, you know, and release all those you know, natural flavors. Okay, so I'm going to start with my black pepper. Okay, add my salt, add the turmeric. Okay, I'm going to stop right there and just mix that in well. And just take your time. There's no rush. You know, add a couple of, you know, add a couple of the spices in at a time. There's no rush. Okay, so now I'm going to add the cumin. And then the garlic powder, excuse me for reaching over your fan. Add that in there. And get the rest of this salt. Okay. It smells so delicious. And just keep mixing it around. And if your pan look like it's like drying out, just add a little tad bit of just a little more oil. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add the star of the show. Come on now with the blurriness camera. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the curry powder. Okay. So now at this point I'm gonna switch and use my spoon. And I'm going to lower the heat and I'm just going to stir it. Okay, just keep stirring it because you don't want it to burn. Alright, you don't want to get that burnt taste. So I'm going to add some more, just a little more oil, just a little more. And there we go. And I'm just going to mix it around. I'm just going to lower the heat to not to a simmer, but just so a little towards medium, like medium, low. Okay. Oh, it smells so good in here. So I'm just going to allow this to cook for a few more. Smells so good. Now see that? Yeah, see me touching the pan with the glove on, right? I'm telling you, this is how I naturally cook. So certain things that I do, it may not be the safest thing, but it was a quick touch though. My hand, I didn't burn my hand. Okay, so now, that was like what in total for about, that was about what, 3-4 minutes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my cup of water. Okay, just pour that in. And now I'm just gonna stir it up. And so now looking at that, I want to add some more water to that. So I'm gonna go ahead in and just add another. I'm going to do a cup, but I'm going to gradually add it in. Okay, so I'm going to crank this up some also. Okay, so it's like a cup and a half. So I'm just going to mix this around. It smells so good. Woo! Okay, so now I'm going to cover this. And I'm going to lower the heat on it and I'm going to let this simmer for a little while. And then we're going to pop back in and then I'm going to start adding, the rest of the ingredients. Alright, G-Squad, I decided, I remember I had these carrots in the refrigerator. So I just figured, hey, why not? I'm going to add add these carrots now to my curry mixture that's going. And I've already washed them off. And you can break them in half if you want, but I'm just going to add them in like this, okay? And so this is about a cupful. Look at all these pretty bright colors in here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, mix that around really well. Okay, and so now I'm just going to again allow this to simmer for a little bit and kind of, thicken up just a little, not too much, not too much. Okay, oops. Alright fam, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright G-Squad, so after about 10 minutes, this is how how it's looking. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add the crab legs. And just the crab legs, okay? Because the shrimps only cook, they'll take about, what, 3 minutes to cook? And so we're going to put those in, you know, at the very last minute. Okay, so I'm just adding my crab legs. And as you can see, some of these crab legs are like really small. But the only reason I'm adding them in is for that additional flavor. Okay, if you have the patience to dig out the meat in these little things, then have at it. But like I said, I just throw it in for additional flavor. So now, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just make sure this is blended all in. Okay, so now, and at this time too, you know, just taste your curry mixture, and just make sure it's seasoned to your liking. If you need to adjust it at this time, you know, you could go ahead and do so. All right, so now I'm going to cover this up for about 5 minutes, and then I'll pop back in. All right, family. So it's been like 10 additional minutes that went by, and so now I'm going to add the last ingredients, which are the shrimps. And when I tell you it smells delicious in here, woo, woo, woo. Yes. And look, I want to show you something. Let me show you the difference. If you can see, like how the juice has gotten just a little thicker, a little creamier. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. So anyway, I'm gonna tuck these shrimps down in here, and then let these go. And then I'll pop back in a few minutes. Put the lid on, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, family, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Can I get a drum roll? Anyway, here we go. Yes, y'all. This is it. I'm gonna turn this off. And so we have it. Our curry seafood. Shrimp. It has shrimps, crab legs, and then I threw some carrots in there. And then you have your mixture of bell peppers and onions. Okay, look at that goodness, y'all. See that? This is what the crab legs, you know, look like. You know, and so again, just, you know, if you make this dish, just, you know, make it your own. Some people, they don't like seafood. You know, and just put in there whatever you want. If I had some thyme, you know, I would have added some thyme in there. But again, I just used the ingredients that I had in my home. And yeah. And then so I'll probably just pair this with some yellow rice. But yeah, so that's it, family. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Once again, happy holiday, you know, to you and yours. Yes, look at that, y'all. Look at all that goodness right there. Okay, there we go. So family, I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Mwah.